Nobody's here. Did you throw something downstairs, boy? Bruh. We live. Let me plug my... Actually, hold on. Give me a second. Where the heck is this live stream? So it's just not going to let me do that. So it's just not going to let me do that. We do that. We do that. We go over to Facebook. We do that. And we're all set on social media. Let me plug this bad boy in. We'll get started with tonight's Sunday night live stream. Come on, Everest. Come on, Isabel. Hi, girl. You're a good girl. She is. Lay down. Gotta shut that door. Because I have my brother over. My brother from the same mother, actually. All right. We're live. He's in the shower, and he's making as much noise as humanly possible. He's annoying. Yes. Okay, so every Sunday... Pause. Let me restart. I've been wanting to do live, I love doing live streams. I love being live. It allows me to just sit here and talk for movies without having to edit it and all that. And he's still knocking. Oh my God!
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Before you actually get
started, oh my God, you scared the heck out of me.
I don't know how to work the shower.
Like you don't know how to get the water to? So it's on the tab on the bottom underneath it, and then you just pull down.
It's in here.
Give me 1 second.
Yeah.
We're off to a swimming start now. Anyways, live streams, love doing them. Allows me to just sit here and talk for movies without having to edit it or get thumbnails. Well, I do thumbnails for this, but edit it or worry about all that or getting it out. It just allows me to sit here, be me, talk about movies. So I hit 100 subscribers this week. Thank you guys so much. Finally got to 100. 6 months. Crazy. It took me a whole nother year on my original channel to get this. And I am realizing that it is glaring pretty bad off my glasses right now. Man, I'm all over the place. Anywho, the number bomb. Yeah. So I just like sitting here doing live streams. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers. Like I was saying, it took me a whole nother year on my original channel to get this. So I really appreciate everyone who joined over from that channel. Really appreciate everyone who is here. New. Thank you for subscribing. We're going to hit 500 very soon. I can feel it in my bones. I mean, we already got like 105 right now. So I figured since I hit 100, every Sunday I'm going to be doing live streams. Now this next Sunday, I got a new job this week. It's been very hard as a cinephile to keep up with movies and watching stuff and keeping up live streams. But I'm going to be having, lost my train of thought. Next Sunday, it's not going to be this late. It's 10 o'clock Central Time because I went out to eat with my family and up an hour away. So I just got home, but I'm going to be doing this tonight. And the next Sunday, it's going to be much, much earlier because I work from 5 o'clock p.m. to like 1 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, here's today's agenda. We are going to talk about the new Ironheart show because I might record a review this week. I mean, I still got the Superman spoiler review coming tomorrow. The James Gunn ranking also, and then a couple more videos. But I don't know if I'm going to get Ironheart review specifically because me as a cinephile and as a critic can't feel right making a review for a show that I haven't even finished. So we're just going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about that and why most every MCU project that has a female as a lead has been a disaster. And it's surprising the reason why. And then we're going to talk about Superman box office numbers, why I love that movie. And then at the end of the video or the end of the stream, whoever's watching, I'm going to be taking questions. So if you're watching, go ahead, send some questions in. They'll get answered at the end of the video. Isabella, I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to show you these dogs that I'm watching. Look at Isabella. Isabella, say hi. Oh, she's so cute. And then here's Everest over there. Still moving in. See, it's really weird holding the camera. There we go. Now they're both on the bed. I'm going to fix up my webcam. Okay. Let's talk about Ironheart. And the reason why most Marvel shows that have women as leads suck. And when I say it like that, it makes me sound really sexist. I'm not sexist, guys. I'm not sexist. Women in shows, women in movies, awesome. Some of the best Marvel characters are women. Black Widow, Wanda. Captain Marvel's not one of the best, but I still have a really good time with her movies. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, all these are great characters. It's unfortunate that their projects suck. So let's start talking about Ironheart as my voice is going away. Take a drink. Strawberry banana, body armor. Okay, so I'm talking about Ironheart, and like a year ago, I would have watched each episode the day they came out. They did 3 episodes and then 3 more episodes, and I would have watched them the day they came out. Now I'm just so tired of MCU television, all this all this content that I couldn't bring myself to do that, and so I haven't even finished the show yet. I woke up this morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to watch Ironheart episode 5 and episode 6 before the live stream tonight so I can finish talking about it. Already didn't like the show since then, but then I started episode 5 and I got about 20 minutes in. I saw how long we have left and I thought to myself, is this something I want to do on one of my days off to sit down and watch Ironheart, which is a show that I am hating and don't care about anything that's happening? No, it's not. So I clicked off Ironheart after like the restaurant fight. And I just, I played College Football 26. I rewatched The Flash, which is a movie I love. And I had a pretty good day off. I even went to eat with my family. And instead, I could have been wasting prime hours watching Ironheart, which sucks. And I got several reasons it sucks. Let's go through the episodes, shall we? I'm going to fix this real quick so you guys can see my Scream shirt. I love this Scream 6 shirt. I don't love the movie, but I love this shirt. Anywho, I'm also like, I don't want like the camera to be reflecting off my glasses. Anywho, let's go by the episodes, shall we? And obviously, I haven't seen the ending. I read spoilers just so I can get caught up that Ironheart is an agent of Mephisto now, which is kind of cool. But the execution has been horrible. But anyways, the first episode is just mind-numbingly boring, where it's just Riri and she's just, I'm a girl who needs money to build my Iron Man suit. How am I going to get money to build my Iron Man suit? Instantly, she is so freaking unlikable that I just don't care about this character pretty much at all. I loved her in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, but in here, I could not care less. I'm sorry. But it's just her saying, yeah, I need money. So this villain group walks up to her, says, yo, we need a new technician. We've heard about you, come work for us and you're going to get a lot of money. She's like, okay, bet. She needs money so she can build her Ironheart suit, right? Right? Yeah. Pretty good story there. We've seen stories like this before where a girl or somebody needs money to build something and kind of explores poverty or something like that. And when done right, it can be a really good story. And this is what we're going to talk about here in the coming minutes, is that it's a really good story, when done right, and this was not done right. Because, and I got one simple answer here, the reason she needs money to build her Ironheart suit, but how she's going to get money is going with this group of criminals that they're going to use her for her Ironheart suit. So she builds a perfectly fine Ironheart suit to get money so she can build an Ironheart suit. I'm not making this up. This is the actual story. Like, so many better ways to do this. I mean, you're trying to make us feel bad for her, like, oh, she's broke or whatever. When she's in the Tony Stark Foundation, she can get into any college she wants. She just had a scholarship with the Wakandans, or an internship, not a scholarship. Sorry. And what she's doing is trying to make us feel bad for her because she doesn't have money right now. But you can't feel bad for her because she doesn't have money, because the very next scene is her building an Ironheart suit to get money to build an Ironheart suit. It doesn't make any sense. And so that aside, which just instantly gives me a negative look on the film or on the show, because that is just atrocious screenwriting, is that she builds an AI and connects like her memory or something to that. And it makes an imprint of her dead best friend, Natalie, who she and her stepdad died in a drive-by shooting. And so this whole show, you got an AI Natalie running around, which is just, it's weird. It is, that by itself is weird. I mean, like, she's a little bit rattled by it, but later on in the show, she, with Natalie, goes on a picnic and goes on a walk with this AI of her dead friend, this AI who doesn't have a soul, doesn't have a body or anything. It's code. And I don't know if they do something interesting with her in the fifth or sixth episode, because I couldn't care less. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't sit through there anymore. But, like, it's weird. It's weird. She's with a bunch of code of her dead friend. And it gets even worse when her mother sees it. And her mother's like, can you make one of my dead husband? Like, you instantly feel bad for the mom because she's so sad seeing this that she instantly wants one of her dead husband if she thinks that Riri can bring him back from the dead. And then in episode 4, her brother, Natalie's brother, sees it. And, you know, Riri's like, oh, I thought you'd be happy. Thought you'd be happy to see this code that resembles your dead sister. No, he's like a logical person. Like, what the hell is wrong with you, Riri? You freaking idiot. Why do you do this? And it's like, it's so weird. It is so weird. I don't know what these screenwriters were doing. That they can't make us care for Riri. They can't make us halfway intrigued by the story. Well, I guess I'd say I was a little bit intrigued just because of the magic part. And that was something that was a little bit interesting, was the magic part in the show. Because, like, it shows that wizards are just here in regular day life, which I thought was really interesting because it's Riri meets up with this wizard in training. I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But man, the execution of the show was boring. The action pieces weren't good. I don't care about any of the characters. Oh yeah, and you get this random side character called Ezekiel Stane. Excuse me. By the way, he's the son of Obadiah Stane. So from the very first MCU movie, he just randomly has a son. And I honestly didn't hate him. Like, his scenes were kind of annoying, but like, he was like at least one likable character. And you kind of feel for him because Riri lands him in jail at one point. And then he gets broken out and becomes a superhero. And the final scene of the show I watched is where he fights her in the street. They just have this little tiny scuffle. And then he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna kill you, Riri. I know I just destroyed your suit, but I ain't gonna kill you. And walks away. Like, man, who wrote this show, man? Because it's horrible. The writing in the show is horrible. And that brings me to talk about, sorry, my leg is itching. That brings me to talk about why are the MCU female-led projects so bad? Now let's do a quick Google search here so we can find this. Every female, shoot, I spelled female wrong, led MCU project. And he's coming downstairs now. I know you're behind me. Give me a second, guys. We back. All right, let me screen share. Share screen. And we're just going to use the AI already because it looks pretty good. All right, let's take a look here, okay? Let's take a look here at the female-led MCU projects. Let's start with the movies. Captain Marvel. And we're gonna go by this, okay? We're gonna go what's a win for Marvel and what's a loss for Marvel, okay? Captain Marvel, honestly, is an very underrated MCU movie. I love this movie. When I left the theater, I thought that it's not very good. But then when Disney Plus came out, I was obsessed with it, obviously, because it's a new streaming service. It's Marvel, and around that time, I was still sucker for Marvel because I was in 2019 before I even started my YouTube career. And I rewatched this movie like 10 times, a couple times with my mom, several other times, because it's one of the most rewatchable movies in the MCU. It's got a cool mystery. It's got some good action set pieces. It's actually just a really good movie. So, I get why a lot of people don't like it. I'm not one of those people. I love Captain Marvel. That's one in the win column. And then you get Black Widow, which is the second of two or of three female-led MCU movies. Black Widow, it feels like it should be so much better than it is. It's still a good movie. It's got some more interesting things inside the MCU that I do like. So there's that. But the movie also has a little bit of a weak script. Should have been so much better. But it's still a very watchable MCU movie, and I think every time I revisit it, I like it a little bit more and a little bit more. That's 2 in the win category. That is 2 wins for Marvel. And then you got the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, that has Captain Marvel, Teyonah Parris, Iman Vellani, who I absolutely adore. And The Marvels is a completely generic MCU movie, quite like the newest Captain America movie. And it's completely watchable. It is completely fine. I like the villain a bit more than most. I find that her arc was good, even though I can't remember her name or anything. But the movie's completely generic. I'm not going to give it as a loss for Marvel, though, because it's watchable. So that's 3-0 for the movies. But what's the theme here? The script. The script for the Marvels doesn't do anything interesting with the Marvels. The script for Black Widow definitely holds the movie back. And a lot of people complain about the script for Captain Marvel, even though I don't get it that bad. That's going to be a theme to come. Female-led TV series Marvel gets a 4-0 start, a 4-0 start with WandaVision. I really like WandaVision. When I first watched it, I found the shtick to get a little bit old, but when I revisited it last year, I adored this show. It had this horror theme. It had a mystery here that was instantly always compelling. Agatha was a great villain, so just a movie or show rather, that I really dug until the finale. So that's 4-0. That's a 4-0 start. I think that script is the strongest out of any of the ones we've talked so far. And here we go, boys and girls. Here's where we get interesting. Miss Marvel, my least favorite MCU series. My least favorite MCU project, actually, because Miss Marvel is trash. It's awful. They take Miss Marvel, who's supposed to be this neighborhood superhero, a lot like Spider-Man. She's just protecting wherever she's from. I forget where she's from. And then they take her and you put her on this giant quest to stop these bad guys who are getting these ancient objects and destroying the world. And then you completely end that plot line in the 5th episode. And then in the finale, you get what you actually wanted. So the finale was actually watchable. But the rest of the show, the script was just horrible. Horrible, man. I mean, like, it doesn't choose what it wants to be. Its story is just so inconsistent, where you get a whole episode where she's back in the past for some weird reason. And Iman Vellani's awesome performance as a character couldn't save the show. Marvel gets their first loss. It's 4-1. All right. Hawkeye, it features Kate Bishop, but its main focus is Jeremy Renner, so we're not including that. She-Hulk. Okay, this is an interesting one because I don't like the show, but I like it better than most people, which is really weird. I find the show watchable. I think that there's some fun adventure in there, some comedy aspects, but that last episode completely ruined the show for me. I'm sorry. I mean, I get it. A lot of people say, if it was Deadpool, you'd be fine with it. Well, yeah, because when Deadpool goes into the MCU, he's there by accident. She's a part of the MCU, and she just breaks free, goes into Disney Plus, and just completely changes the ending of her show by talking to Kevin, who's a robot. Breaks all continuity inside the MCU for one simple little stupid gag. Yeah, kind of ruins the show for me. So, unfortunately, I have to give She-Hulk a loss. 4-2. This is not it. Let me go to the Screen Rant one. Wait, are they ranking it here? Yes, they are ranking. It doesn't matter. At least it'll tell us. Okay, so there's 10 projects. So Black Widow, we already talked about that. The Marvels, already talked about that. She-Hulk, already talked about that. See, do I want to include? I guess we can talk about Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I guess technically it's a female-led one. I don't consider it in the same boat as the others, though, because it's still a good movie, but it has plenty of flaws because of the crappy hand that they were dealt. But I still think that it did really good with Chadwick Boseman's legacy, and it's one of the most emotional MCU films. Yeah, let's give a point. 5-1. 5-1. Or 5-2, actually. Okay, so Jessica Jones, we're not counting that because I love the first season of Jessica Jones. Eternals is not female-led. Captain Marvel, already talked about that. Echo, yes, let's talk about Echo. And for some odd reason, they have Echo at 3. I did not like this show. Had a very strong start with episode 1 and a pretty decent episode 2. Some great action sequences in here. Just completely brutal action sequences. But the story is not good, where like halfway through the show, you just get a throwaway episode. And mind you, the show's like only 5 episodes, 4 or 5 episodes. And then the season finale sets up to be a really cool one. And then they rush all the conflicts to be completed in like 3 minutes. So I just left the show thinking that it had potential, but it left off number 3 in the bad. So it's 5-3. The bad is catching up for the MCU female-led projects. This Marvel's not good. Okay, I think that's... No, hold on. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I'll take that down. If I'm not mistaken, we got 2 more. Agatha and Ironheart. Agatha had a rocky start. Thought I was going to hate it. Didn't even think I was going to complete watching it. But the more the show goes on, the more I got invested in the story, the more I got invested in these characters. And by the end, I was actually completely invested. We had a solid finale. The finale took it so differently than the rest of the show that I think it had some solid emotions, answered some questions, and I left the show like, you know what? That was a pleasant surprise in the time of the MCU, which I didn't think it would work. So that's a win, 6-3. And so obviously the victories are going higher than the defeats, but that means that the problem with it is the scripts. That's where we talk about Ironheart. The script. Let's go through these projects again. Captain Marvel, script issue. Black Widow, script issue. Miss Marvel, script issue. Miss Marvel, script issue. Trying to think. She-Hulk, script issue. Big script issue. WandaVision doesn't have a script issue. Agatha All Along, it did have a script issue. Ironheart, script issue. So it's nothing about the females that turn these shows off for me. It's nothing that it's led by females or has female themes. That's not why. It's because the shows and movies they're given are almost taking, like the writers are almost taking no time to write the show. They're taking no time to actually try to make it a watchable show or movie. Well, besides the movie, I think the movies work. Because they're just like saying, they're just pooping out a script, sitting down on the pot, and then they take a big scoop and put it on a script. And that's what it is. The Ironheart script sucks. The She-Hulk script sucks. The Miss Marvel script sucks. They all suck. The script writers. It's not the female's fault. It's the script writers. So I was just thinking about that. Like, why every time a female-led MCU project am I just like, here we go again. And so I just wanted to explain myself because, like, it's unfortunate. MCU has some awesome female characters. I love Miss Marvel. I love Ironheart in the comics. Agatha is a really cool character. Wanda is great. Captain Marvel I love. So it's not the characters. It's not the characters. It's the script. Shoot. Well, once Fantastic Four comes out, I'm going to do a live stream ranking every MCU project. So I was thinking we could rank all the MCU shows, but let me pull up the tab real quick. Hey, I see we got one viewer. Shoot in some movie-related questions, movie or TV show-related questions, and I'll get to them at the end of the live stream. All right. Yeah, I think I'd let me screen share. Now, not all of these I consider hardcore MCU. Technically, it's all canon, though. I definitely say Miss Marvel's the worst. Ironheart is second worst. Wasn't the biggest fan of Born Again. I thought it had a lot of positives, but it ultimately disappointed me as a setup season. Loki has 2 seasons, excuse me. That's a pretty big win. Agatha I liked. We'll just go through all these shows I watched. I haven't seen these 2. Haven't seen Legends. I've only seen season 1, but I should get on to watching season 2 because I love season 1. Haven't seen. It's really good at the beginning. It's really mid in the middle, and it's awesome in the ending. I saw a couple episodes and I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it either. This show's script sucks. The Defenders should have been so much better than it was. I Am Groot is just I Am Groot. Haven't seen. Hawkeye is just a really fun show. What If is not for me. Secret Invasion, I love, even though I have a feeling if I rewatch it, I'm going to hate. Echo, already talked about that. It's not very good. WandaVision, which is awesome. Haven't seen. This is not MCU. Neither is this. X-Men 97 is amazing, by the way. And so is Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Both of them are awesome. She-Hulk is, it's not very good, but it's got a lot of positives. Daredevil is a really great TV show, obviously, and then a bunch of these are animated projects that actually aren't in the MCU. So there's that. Let's exit out of that. All right. Tell me in the comments, what's your favorite MCU show and what's your favorite MCU female-led project? And if you've seen Ironheart, what do you think? I got one question to answer. Shoot in some more questions to get answered at the end of the live stream. I know it's probably sucking having this live stream at 10:30 at night. A lot of people, especially on Sunday, but had no option, so the question segment might be a little short. All right. Yeah, this is what I was doing. Superman box office. All right, watch this. Jacob, get in here, boy. He's going to talk Superman with us. Jacob. Open the door, boy. Come talk Superman. Because why not, you know? Come stand in front of the camera, boy. We got him here. And I figured, why not? What's up? Say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
Crouch down. We can only see your body.
Did you answer my question?
I will answer the questions in the live stream. Thanks for asking questions, though. What's this? No. Don't do that. That's not okay. All right. Ready? What do you think about Superman?
It was good.
Okay. And?
Some scenes were a little over the top. Other than that, it was good.
Okay. Anything else?
No, not really.
Not really? So you liked it, right?
It was good.
What would you give it on a scale of out of 10?
Out of 10?
That's what I said.
8.
8 out of 10. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. I gave it an A on the channel. What'd you give it on like the scoring I do on the channel?
I don't know what you do.
The letters?
Oh. An A.
An A? Oh, sick. We got 2 viewers now. SpongeBob. Hello, SpongeBob. Massive fan. Send down some questions in the comment section, the 2 viewers that are here, and I will get to answering them at the end of the live stream. SpongeBob, what the heck are you calling, bro?
What did you say?
Brother, he said this 4 times. Who the heck is SpongeBob, stop. Who is CCC? Who is CCP Sammy? Hey, SpongeBob, stop. CCP Sammy for the win. I don't know who that is, but go CCP Sammy. Woo!
If it's something inappropriate.
You know what? I'm going to Google it.
You just said that.
I'm going to Google it. Oh, CCP Sammy. It's a wrestler. Sammy Guevara, professional wrestler. So CCP Sammy apparently won. Yeah. I'm not the biggest wrestling guy, but let's go CCP Sammy. Woo! Thank God.
Or is he still watching?
I think he's still watching. All right. SpongeBob, if you're still here, send me some movie-related questions that we're going to get to at the end of the live stream. Anyways, you can go now. If you want. I'm done talking about Superman with you.
That took about 2 seconds.
Well, yeah, because you didn't say anything. I love Superman.
Lex Luthor was good.
I agree. Lex Luthor was
Superman
awesome.
Was obviously good.
Lex.
Crypto the dog was the best part.
Superman. I love the movie, obviously. I love James Gunn. I'm going to have a James Gunn ranking on the channel in the coming days. All right. I'm leaning back in the chair. Okay. But that's not what we're talking about. I have a review on the channel if you want to know what I thought of it. We're talking about the box office for Superman and the cinema score and the Rotten Tomatoes and all that. So this is probably, you can leave now, by the way. You just going to sit there?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. You can sit there. Yeah, so probably the most important Superman movie or superhero movie in a long time. Number 1, Zack Snyder. Excuse me? You best be talking to the dog.
I was.
Good. Number 1, the war between Snyder and Gunn. I think it's stupid. I love the Snyderverse, and I love James Gunn. Let's just throw that out there. Okay? I love both. It's okay to love both. I don't like Man. Can you shut up?
I was trying to bench press this dog.
Oh my God, why?
He got a red rocket.
Oh my God. On the live stream too. on the stream. Can you leave?
No.
This kid.
Fine.
Anyways, anywho, no more talks about that. All right. Anyways and anywho, yeah, I don't like Man of Steel. I prefer this movie much more to that, but I love Batman v Superman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, and all that. Hold on a minute, guys. All right, I'm back. But anyways, that and the fact that it's starting a new universe, it's a new Superman movie, and so this is just gonna prove a lot of things, and I think it's a pretty big win. Let me pull this up. Superman RT, and then what did I say? Box office, Rotten Tomatoes score. I think that's it. All right, let's do the Rotten Tomatoes score
It's
first.
85 and the other one's a 90.
I'm well aware. Quite spoiling the video.
What else am I spoiling?
All right. Superman on Rotten Tomatoes 2025. 83% on the critic meter, 93% on the audience member. So, audience, 10% more of audiences like Superman 2025 more than the critics, which isn't saying much because Superman is certified fresh on Rotten Tomatoes, which is great. So there's 10,000 verified ratings on the audience. Maybe I should become an audience member on the RT. Yeah, I should. Let's read some of these reviews on the audience. Great movie, a whole new spin on Superman. Gunn did it again. See, these aren't professional critics, but these are the audiences. That's a 5-star review. 4-star, Mr. Terrific stole the show for me. Made me feel like a kid. 5-star review. 5-star review, very good movie, true to Superman. 4-star, first half drag, second half was much better. Could not disagree more. I think the whole movie was just investing from start to finish. But he still gave it 4 stars. 4 stars, I was told that the movie would be Gunn shoving woke junk down my throat. This is a good review here. I found it to be, if anything, more conservative leaving. This movie isn't about immigrants. It's about what some people, Democrat leaders, okay, yeah, this is getting way too political, will do to control I don't even know that word. Whatever your personal learnings, relax and enjoy the movie for what it is. Escapism. Okay, so I've been meaning to make a TikTok, and I'm going to make a TikTok probably as soon as I'm done streaming, talking about my opinions on the controversy. So I don't really want to talk about the controversy right now, but I guess I will a little bit. The movie, what? Oh my God, dude. The dog is laying on him, bro. Is he sitting on, bro? Stupid, silly dog. Anyways, what I see in Superman is it's not about illegal immigrants. It's not about the war on Iran or Israel. The movie, it does have those kind of themes, you know. It's about a world leader starting a war in 2 countries that aren't America. And then it is about Superman, people not treating him as a human, which I can see why people can take that as, oh, it's about illegal immigrants and Israel and Iran. But the way I see it, like, it's fiction. And if you feel that it looks inside real world, which it kind of does, I feel like it does, that's fine. But don't go attacking James Gunn. Don't go attacking anybody part of the movie, because the movie is still like a cartoon. It does that in a cartoonish way. It's not just like, immigrants are good. Let's keep the immigrants on American turf and then go certain side in the war. No, the movie was about Superman. And so I didn't feel it to be as political or woke, as they say. We got a negative review here. 2 stars. It was great to see Superman in the theater. Certainly brought back a lot of great memories, but this year's storyline did not live up to my expectations, unfortunately. I feel like the story was all overboard and was difficult to follow. I could see that, but I don't agree with it. All right, let's see critics. 83% critic score. If you can't beat them, join it. I don't know what that means. At a time where it feels... Okay, let's just find a good review here. Alan French, James Gunn put his heart and soul into the story, and it's impossible to ignore how brilliantly it comes through the screen. It's a fun film of surprisingly decent length, just 2 hours. I wish it was longer, honestly. That introduces us to a new Superman, establishes a new DC universe, and manages to convey relevant and politically impactful themes. This is a perfect review right here, Sebastian, I think. It's a great review. Let's go down until I find someone I watch on YouTube. Cody Leach or Sean Chandler. John Flickinger. Superman feels like an overcorrection from Man of Steel. It's polar opposite in almost every way. It's bright, bold, and filled with zany comedy that mostly works for a comic book movie. While it's undeniably messy and flawed, it's very fun at times. Now, I don't see the movie being weird or messy. Do you? Talking to you.
What?
Do you think the movie's weird and messy?
A little bit, but not really.
I don't. I didn't see that at all. All right, let's get out of that. So, yeah, people are loving Superman. Now let's check out the box office.
I think the way they did the Phantom Zone was kind of stupid.
I like that was one of my minor complaints was that it was a little bit overboard. But besides that, like I wasn't really bothered by it. All right, Deadline. Celebrate Superman. Yeah, this isn't the one I want. Let's just look up discussing film. Because they're the source I use. There we go. All right. Superman, the latest DC Studios film directed by James Gunn, is launched to a strong $217 million global weekend with $122 million from North America. And the movie had like a $225 million budget. So it almost hit even throughout the weekend. Now, our theater was packed. We saw it at the Amazon early screening. Every seat was taken. People dressed as Superman shirts, people clapping, cheering. Everybody clapped at the end of the movie. This dude in front of us, mega Superman fan. He had the cup and everything. He worked at the theater we were watching the movie at, but all that. So, yeah, the fans are loving it. The fans are showing up. Everywhere I read on Twitter is that people are just showing up to these theaters. They're in the theaters. They're clapping. They're cheering. They're just having a great time. So it just proves that DC's back. It proves that Superman is back. And I just could not be more happier. Someone who loved the movie, and that it is a big win for James Gunn's DCU. I can't wait for Supergirl. I can't wait for Lanterns next year. I can't wait for Peacemaker Season 2. So, man, Superman it rocks. It's doing great. All right. Jacob, you got any in-live questions?
In life questions?
Yeah, like you got any questions to ask me or any questions I should ask you before I get to the one question I was told before I read the 700th Doug by CCP Sammy comments by SpongeBob, who just commented all that and left?
Ask me a question.
All right, you want me to ask you a question? Okay, what's your favorite Marvel movie?
Like ever?
MCU movie. Yeah, like ever.
Thor Ragnarok. Ask me another one.
Thor Ragnarok. Okay. Thor Ragnarok is. Get over here, actually. We're gonna do something funny. We're gonna do something funny, okay? Do I know you?
Is this funny?
That was not very funny. All right. Let's see how well I know you. Bend down, okay?
Why?
So think of these answers. Your favorite movie. Your favorite.
What the fuck would I been down?
Just get on your knees. This kid. And get over here in camera, boy.
Are we doing it on live?
No, shut up. You're my brother, you creep. All right. Think of these answers. Favorite movie, favorite TV show, favorite Marvel superhero. And then why not? Favorite food, favorite color, okay? Let's see if I can get 5 for 5, okay?
I don't know.
All right, you got your favorite movie?
Yes.
Okay. Is it Marvel?
No.
No? Okay. Let me think. Let me think of movies you love that you've seen a bajillion times. Am I ever gonna get it?
I mean, you haven't.
Is it Tommy Boy?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Boom! 1 for 1. All right. Favorite TV show? Is it SpongeBob?
Let me think of it.
Okay, so it's not SpongeBob. It probably is SpongeBob.
It was. Yeah.
It was SpongeBob. 2 for 2. Favorite Marvel superhero is Hulk, right? No. Used to be. Is this character in the MCU?
What is my favorite superhero?
Marvel, yeah, your favorite superhero
Like,
ever. Is it Spider-Man?
I gotta think.
It is Spider-Man, isn't it?
I gotta think.
He's trying to think of something that's not Spider-Man or Hulk. Try to get me. You're not going to get me, boy. Too smart for this. I'm 2 for 2.
I got it.
Favorite? Is this stupid?
No.
Is it Spider-Man?
No.
Is it Hulk?
No.
Is it Marvel or DC?
Neither.
It has, bruh.
Neither. You said superhero.
Superhero. Is it in a comic book?
No.
Is it Henry Danger?
No.
Thunderbolts?
No.
Or the Thundermans?
No. He's technically not a superhero, but he technically is a superhero at the same time.
The heck does that mean?
You'll know when you find out the answer.
Okay, tell me the answer.
It's Santa Claus. he's a superhero. He literally has superpowers. And he goes down chimneys.
That's not a superhero.
Yes, he is a superhero.
That is a fable. He's not a superhero. Santa Claus isn't real, Jacob.
Neither is all superheroes.
That's a That's a good point. All right, favorite color is blue.
Wrong.
No, I know I'm right.
No, it's not blue.
Is it orange?
No.
Purple?
No.
Green?
No.
It is green because you told me this the other day.
No, mom's color is green.
Bastard. Red?
Mm-mm. It's not primary.
Indigo?
No.
I'm stupid. I don't know these colors. What is it?
It's the color I want my neck car to be.
Yeah, that really clears it up. Maroon?
No.
Not primary. Rainbow.
No.
Okay. Worth a shot. I don't know. What is it?
Silver.
I hate him. I'm not even going to try to guess your favorite food. What is it?
Little nice filet mignon with a side salad.
This kid, dude. All right. We did that. Waited for questions pouring. I know it's late, so we're not going to have that much questions, but I have one question, and then I have about 100 comments saying "Thug" by CCP Sammy.
Why would you do that?
So thanks, SpongeBob.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. And the one question for the night is favorite. Do you have any other questions for me? Favorite Star Wars project? I mean, I know the answer, but I'm going to drag this out. Star Wars projects. Hold on. Every Star Wars movie and show. All right. No, I don't want the viewing guide. That's not what I want. There you go. There we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. All right, let's go. Let's actually go through each individual Star Wars project. The ones I've seen, the ones I haven't seen. He's over there petting the dog. Alrighty. The original trilogy, Star Wars: A New Hope. It was okay. It kind of bored me. And let's be completely honest, I haven't seen most of these movies since like 3 or 4 years ago. So I was like 13. So I could love Star Wars when I watch it. But for now, I'm not a fan. I'm not a Star Wars guy. and the shows themselves just haven't helped me out. All right, Star Wars: A New Hope. I'm going to give these on a scale of 1 to 10. Thought it was okay, kind of boring sometimes. Give it like a 5 out of 10. And I'm going to be crucified for this one. Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. I was really bored by this one. Like, this one had next to nothing to keep my interest. Give it like a 3 out of 5. Maybe a 2 out of 5. Or 2 out of 10. I'm at 10. All right, Star Wars Return of the Jedi. Honestly, might be my favorite out of the original trilogy. Give it a 6 out of 10. It's not very good, but it's okay. And again, if I rewatch these, I haven't seen them since I'm 13. So these are very outdated opinions. All right. The prequel trilogy, Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, is actually is pretty good. You know, I love the story. I grew up playing the Star Wars Lego games. So, I mean, I love the story of The Phantom Menace. I played it probably like 100 times. Darth Maul's really cool, and I like Obi-Wan's death. Give The Phantom Menace like a 7.5 out of 10. What are you doing over there, boy? All right, Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. When I watched it, it's a movie I felt like I was forcing myself to kind of enjoy. But then I just left it and I realized like that was just totally forced. I did not like the movie. Kind of boring. Give it like a 3 out of 10. Around the same as Strikes Back. And then do I want to talk about Revenge of the Sith? Because that is my favorite Star Wars project. So I'm not going to spoil. We'll talk about that in the end. And no, the last time I remember, the first time I watched these movies, and the only time I watched these movies was in 2019 for The Rise of Skywalker, because I remember I went to see it in theaters, and I was not that big a fan. Stop throwing stuff, boy. All right, The Force Awakens. It was a completely watchable Star Wars movie, but it's not that good. At least in my opinion, I was kind of bored by it. The Force Awakens, I'll give it a 5.5 out of 10, okay? So far, my favorite that we've talked about is The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith. The Last Jedi, we'll skip over that too, because I love that one. And then Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, it has way too much going for it. It had some cool things. Like, I enjoyed watching in the theater, but just every time I think about it, I'm like, yeah, that wasn't very good. And I didn't like a lot of things they were doing. All right, you asked project? Let's go to live action television series. Actually, okay, good. Let's talk about Revenge of the Sith and Last Jedi. So The Last Jedi is my number 2 favorite Star Wars project. I feel like it's just so unique. God bless you. Interrupting the live stream yet again. The Last Jedi, it's just such a unique movie and so different from everything else. And the throne and fight scene just solidified this one as one I really enjoy. I think it's like an 8.5 out of 10. And I don't get how people hate this movie. And then Revenge of the Sith, it's just awesome. It's got all the payoff from that original trilogy. Awesome action. And I really wish I got to see it when it re-released in theaters. But I love that one. And now let's talk about the movies. So, Revenge of the Sith is my favorite project. That answers the question. Now let's talk about the series. The Mandalorian, season 1 is boring. It is just day in the life of Mandalorian, and it is really boring. Season 2 is great. It's got a little bit of that day of the life stuff, but this one actually had a story, and then the season finale is just an awesome finale. And then season 3 is just pure awful television. Can you stop throwing things?
I'm not.
This kid, dude. It's just pure awful television. The Book of Boba Fett, I think I enjoyed it more than the average person. I find that the story was entertaining enough, and the finale was okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi was just okay. There was nothing special, but there's nothing there was a couple things I despised. Andor, this is a hot take. This is a massive hot take. Probably the biggest hot take of all time, if I'm being honest. Andor, I couldn't finish season 1. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I could not finish season 1. I was just so bored by it. I felt like it was just characters sitting around talking about the Republic. Now, again, when it releases 2022, I was not as mature in my film watching or show watching as I am now. So, again, I don't know what I think of it. I haven't seen season 2, but that's probably my biggest hot take of all time. And then Ahsoka. I thought Ahsoka was okay until the ending, and it kind of fell apart. The Acolyte was just a horrible written show with some awesome Star Wars action. And I haven't seen Skeleton Crew, so I kind of just gave up on Star Wars. But one of these days, I just got to rewatch them all, do a review series on the channel, explain why I don't like them. But to answer your question, Jake Dollar, who's sitting to the right of me, my favorite Star Wars project. What? I just exposed your last name. It's right here on your YouTube. This kid, dude. But to answer your question, favorite show, Mandalorian Season 2. Favorite movie, Revenge of the Sith. That answers your question. We have no viewers, so nobody asked any questions. Jacob, do you have any questions I can answer?
What's your favorite Terrifier movie?
Terrifier 3.
This one right here?
Yeah. Did you just open my... Let me show them my 4K Steelbook. He's going through my movies for some reason.
I bought that one.
Yeah, you bought it for me.
This one's not bad either.
Yeah, I like that one too. But it's not 4K. Is it 4K? It is not 4K. Here's my Terrifier 2 Steelbook. Let me get that out here. Terrifier 2 Steelbook. I like the back of this. And the Terrifier 3 Steelbook, and I love the back of this. So, Terrifier 3 was just my first Terrifier movie, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. It's so gory, so funny, so cool. Any other questions? Terrifier 3 is the best one. No? All right, then, guys. Stay tuned. James Gunn rankings, Superman spoiler review. That is coming tomorrow. And then I've been filming for the last week and a half my Blu-ray collection. So plan to have that out by this week. And then respond to my YouTube posts and my TikTok posts about the worst castings of all time. That's a video coming this week. But I know I didn't have many viewers, and it's partly fault to me starting this live stream at 10 o'clock. But thank you guys so much for clicking on this video or this live stream if you have checked on it. And if you're watching the archive of it, thank you guys. With that said, I'll see you in the next live stream.